Hey, hey, hey! Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. The only thing is it's a bit dark, right? How long did you say that battery's got, too? 45 minutes. That's all I need. Cinematic mode. So now I can do this. Yeah. Just trying to show it off. Hell yeah, there we go. Yeah. Much better, right? I like how I'm looking there when I can look at the bigger picture right there. Yeah, so you can kind of see the carved part right there. See how it's a little bit... You do that and you can see the relief of it. It feels like I'm petting it. Alright, cool. Hmm? Oh, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oops, that's not the right one. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can do so much with this now. I just have to... Thank you. I love Matt so much. Isn't that cool? I don't have my rings on at the moment. I took them off so I could wash. But hey, that's sick. Okay, cool. People that left, come back. What's not cool? I'm so happy. I'm actually, yeah. That was worth it. I had to take a second off camera to actually figure out the problem. And once I was able to find El Gato where it was hiding... Oh, it's the Cosm. The Cosm. The Cosm and the Cosm. But this is really exciting because now I can do stuff like this on stream too. I just have to set it up, right? That's just... I just gotta set it up. When is an exclamation point been sarcasm? Huh? I want to know. This is the most bird stream to ever stream. This is the most bird stream to ever bird. Alright, now we're really cooking. The only time I've used exclamation in, like, talking online is I would say something like, you know, Hunter exclamation rev, which would be like an indicator of what the thing is. You know? Like, there might be Bob, and there might be Small Bob. So Small Bob would have an exclamation point. Aw, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Thanks, Matt. Got all this shit open. Give me a second here, guys. Alright. Sorry. Just wanted to clean that up. I hope my hands are good enough for hand cam, right? Do I have good looking hands, guys? I have a good hand cam for hand cam? My god, why is my puppy crying? I have good hands for hand cam. They tell me I have good hands for hand cam. Alright, by the way, since I'm probably gonna save this stream in the future, somebody clip what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say, please just clip it, okay? If I ever get Elgato stuck off screen again in the future, and it will happen because it's Elgato, and Elgato kind of sucks. What you have to do is you have to go into your display settings, alright? And this is for anybody else who needs this. You go into your display settings and you go down to where it says like extend to all displays, right? Especially if you have a multiple displays like I do. And then you just hit duplicate 1 to 3, or let me see, I'll just make sure. Display settings. So you scroll down and it says extend desktop to this display under multiple displays. You go to duplicate desktop on 1 and 2. And it will make it so that it's like, it previews what it's supposed to look like. And while it's previewing that, Elgato will reveal itself. And you can capture Elgato. And then, when it goes back to normal and it says, oh, we're gonna revert this, you know, just let it revert, go back, and there it will be. You will be able to capture your Elgato. And it will show back up on the screen. It will stop hiding. You will reveal its hiding spot. So, that is how you do it. How to reveal desktop. You using video control for that? You use a dual PC setup? Holy goddamn. That's too fancy. Echo's screaming is about to drive me insane. You can't hear it, but I can hear her crying. Matt, she is, if she's hungry, I don't know. The last time she cried, I tried to feed her, and she only ate a little bit and then stared at me. So, I don't know if she's hungry. She might be. Is Strudel with you too? Oh no, he's over here. Strudel's behind me. He's there. Once I get these little pieces done, I'll be able to start on the outside, which is a little bit more involved, right? Oh, that's so cool though. Look at that. The only problem is I only have so much battery life on this thing because it's not plugged in. And we don't have a DC. I'm going to get a snack before I start my show. Thank you for your stream. Thank you for hanging out while I figured this ridiculous problem out. And now that it's a test stream, we know in the future what to do. I've figured it out for the future. Make stream better. Right? Guys, thank you for being here for the troubleshooting process. Sticking through and not running away. Even though it did kind of kill stream quality for a little bit there. Kind of surprised. I have to sort of like dig pieces out of the grooves after I clean it or I cut it, because this one, this carver piece that I'm using, it's very small. It's very little, very small. Medi, hi Medi. Check this out. Look at this cool ass setup I have. Check this out, Medi. I'm only gonna be alive for like another 20 minutes, but check this out. Isn't this sick? You can see me carving. Also, thank you for thank you for subbing. You're reminding me since I got 3 resubs today. It's reminding me that I have to get new sub badges. But yes, I'm working on my little Velociraptor. Yeah. Looks very nice. You can see it right there. You can see the different color. So that's been carved. This has not been carved. Yeah, I gotta get new sub badges. I think that'd probably be good for me. Probably be making, like, you know... I'm wondering if I should have Echo be, like, the 1 month stuff. Or if I should have Strudel be the 1 month stuff. So, like, basically, the longer you've been around, the bigger the dog gets, you know? So, like, up to, like, 6 months is Strudel of various colors. And then it'll be Zill of various colors. And then after, like, a year, it's Echo. It's Echo color. So... Oh, that music is so soft. Can you even hear it? Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, you can hear it. So how did your, Alpha Horus? Is it Alpha Horus that you were making? Alpha Horus? Is that how it was pronounced? Spelled? All I know is it's got Horus at the end of it, and it's filled with, it's like a cookie filled with dulce de leche. Looked amazing. How did those turn out? I have no idea. We're letting the best. What? Did they look good at least? Did they look good? They didn't collapse in the oven or whatever things happen when. Oh no. Hi, Mr. Man. Hi, Mr. Man. Can you see him in the... Giant strudel. It's the biggest he's ever been. Oh, man. The giant man. The giant strudel himself. Sir. Strudel, you're just gonna slide off my lap if you're like that, buddy. Big baby. It's the biggest he's ever been. Truly incredible, honestly. It's the size he thinks he is in his mind. I actually might be able to finish carving this in an hour. When I start carving sometimes, man, I get moving, I get grooving. Y'all get to see my terrible technique when it comes. You know the best part about doing it in this direction, though, is that I am actually left-handed. If that was right-handed, like, can you imagine? You wouldn't see anything. Like... Maybe that's why Matt placed it where he did. I'm a dirty left-hander. Sinister. You guys want to see the pile that I'm making? There it is. That's the pile of shavings so far. should probably do closer to the snout. Give me a second here. Very carefully. Make these lines. Stop. My hand was just like, like, chill out, man. Yeah, Mindy, we were talking about dinosaurs earlier. Also, you missed, like, the entire test part of this stream, which is probably for the better. Unless you didn't, and you were just hiding. But, we were having some trouble getting the second capture card to work. The Elgato. And, mostly because it was hiding off screen somewhere. We didn't know where it was. It was up. It was somewhere. Didn't know where. So, I had to spend like a good 15 minutes trying to find it. And then once we found it, we could work. We could make it work. I'm sorry, sir. You're the one who chose to be in my lap, not the other way around. He's complaining. Because of course he is. Hehe. Feels good. It's unfortunate that I don't think you guys can hear the sounds of it scraping. Unless you can. I don't think you can, though. No. Not picking it up at all. Ugh. Can't do ASMR. Can't do ASMR printmaking. I wonder if dinosaurs, like birds, had crops. You know? Because, like, it seems like a feature they would probably have. Seems like it would be useful even on land to have a crop. Just a pouch to hold food. I feel like that would be, like, no. I feel like dogs should have something like that, honestly, because they throw their food up, right? For their babies. how they transport food. They just throw all of it inside their bodies. And then they're like, alright, time to hork it up. I'm just like, I feel like there's a better way. Like, evolutionarily. I feel like birds found that better way in a crop. Saying it's, even if I love dogs, I think birds just have it over them, you know, evolutionarily. They've had like 100 million years, 200 million years to evolve, so like, they're kind of superior in that way. Oh my goodness. Are you complaining? Are you complaining, sir? I'm gonna complain. Ooh. Oh, this is Smash Brothers. Just realized that. Like, I know this song. And then I remember that, like, I learned the Latin to this song. So I could sing it. Because I'm a weirdo like that. I was a big fan of Smash Bros. For the Wii. Thought it was really, really good. Thought it was really well done. And Super Smash Brothers is still my favorite. Super Smash Brothers Melee is, in my opinion, arguably the best one. I hope I can make this as relaxing as something like Bob Ross. Bob Ross doing this. Alright, I got 15 minutes probably. Then I gotta head out. I've got a D&D Destiny session today. I will say that on like bigger pieces, this can really kill your shoulders and your back carving like this, because if it's a harder material, if it's a larger material and you're just going at it for hours, your shoulders are hurting after that. Good thing I've been working out my shoulders and my back, though. Getting strong. eggies. 3 whole eggies. Please do not eat bald eagle eggs. 1, it's illegal. 2, probably way too rich. Eat. You must eat a giant egg. Please eat an ostrich egg. That is legal in the United States. If you can actually, you know, get your hands on one anyway. Oh no. Oh god. Cool. That's fine. It's fine. Might have to sharpen this guy again after I'm done. It slides like that if it's not sharp enough. And I have been using it almost exclusively to carve. So yeah, basically sharpen these guys to keep them in good shape, otherwise they get dull pretty quick. Go. Looked like this thing stuttered for a sec. Tell I'm getting in the mood. I'm getting in the groove. Gotta go soon, but I'm in the groove. You could say I'm in the groove because I'm grinding out these prints. There's grooves in the print. And yeah, okay, so I'm done. Sometimes you can just take chunks out like that if it's like properly quote-unquote outlined. You can really just lift whole big chunks out of place by kind of getting underneath them and then just lifting up. You can just take out very large areas very easily. You just have to be careful when you do it. Like this cheek, might be able to do it on this. Give me a second here. Yeah, I'm gonna straighten out his mouth here. Shape it a little bit. But let me just swap over. That'll be like the last thing I do. So we've got this big piece here. Cheek. Which is right there. It's this piece right here. Gonna take this out. Come on. Loosen. Let go. There we go. Come on. Oh, God. I swear I know how this thing works. Come on. Please let go. Please let go. Thank you. Alright. So we've got this big piece that we want to have come out. So we're going to take a bigger piece. We're going to slide that baby. Let's put you back down here. Hang on. You're being very stubborn all of a sudden. Alright. Big pit. Big tip. Hey, second bird. And while we're doing that, watch this. Just gonna scoop. 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 Just get right underneath it. Spit right out. That's it. No D&Destiny tonight? Oh. Did somebody else have to cancel besides me? Oh, that's fine. You know what? That's all my fault anyway. So it's fine. I can do this for a little bit longer until it's finished carving. Alright? I might take a quick break though. Alright, you're coming back out, sir. This guy I only use to scoop with. The only thing I do. That one. It's kind of big and dangerous otherwise. Dangerous in the, it might accidentally take something out that is delicate. That kind of way. That's how it's dangerous. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna clean up this part here a little bit. maybe I'll just go until the battery on this thing dies, right? That sounds like fun. So the Velociraptor itself is almost done. What's wrong, Matt? Why you cry? Because my thing got canceled? It's okay, it was my fault because I told him I wasn't going to be able to do it because we were doing the thing for your mom, and then I was like, oh, I guess that's canceled so I can do it, and then somebody else made plans because I had canceled. Oh, crying for the battery. Do we have a backup battery? Usually that battery runs and it goes for like 2 or 3 hours? 2 hours, I think. We have another battery? Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna make sure I get everything around his body outlined. That. Outline his body. So that when I have to carve out the outside. Because the hope is that this will be kind of like a stamp, you know? No borders to it, really. Of course, I gave him like a neck or whatever, so he has a border there. Making a mess. It's part of the process. Oh, you can see the relief really good now. Really hits the light really nicely. Fine. 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 This happens sometimes when you hit the edge. Why you carve away from yourself and not towards yourself. A little carving tip. Carve away from yourself, not towards yourself. You don't want to accidentally destroy your fingers or your body. Remember, these are sharp pieces of metal. Always use the utmost care. Always use the utmost care when you're doing this. Not harm yourself or others while doing printmaking. We're fine. We're fine. Are the cameras shaking because I'm hitting the desk? We're good, we're good. Almost done. No, like really, I'm almost done. Hey, do you need down? Mr. Man? I'll see you later. Smell you later. Anyone ever, besides me, ever wondered about that phrase? Smell you later? I guess it's just be an insult from kids, meaning that you stink. You suck. You stink. Oh, do you want in the other room? But the door's locked. You can't get in there. You're nasty. You're a nasty little boy. And because you wouldn't stop barking? Oh. That was not a good... Not a good one. Didn't like that stroke. think it'll be okay though. Not super thrilled, but it's not very deep. Should hopefully be covered up. Hey. That one just got flung. I don't know if you guys saw that piece just go boink, like whee. Now you guys just gotta wait until I get the really big ones that I do, that I can't do on my desktop. It'll be on the floor or something. That's all y'all be looking at. Just me on the floor, carving away. Hi, Strudel. Go. It's getting like harder and harder to actually see the drawing. Come on. Go. What it's doing is it's like trying to take the head off without taking out. And I don't want to take the head off, I just want to take off. I want to take this piece off. Please. Please let go. Please let go. Please, I'm begging you, let go. Please let go. I'm crying. Ugh. Great. Why is it wet? What? Why is it wet? I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the moisture out of the piece all the way when I was done with it. I don't know. Must have been why it was tough to get out. Alright, we're going to the main. This is my main, most of the time anyway. When I use the most often. Now, hoping wow, you are having a hard time getting through this. Holy cow. What in the world? You like to, there you go. Oof. Linoblock is starting to show its age. Holy cow, I don't like using that much force to get through something. Oh. There we go. Apparently that side's sharper than the other side, so we'll start. Gonna so we'll just start scooping. Okay. Good, we're fine. Y'all can sit here and count my near misses. This is done. Times did Laura almost slice her finger open on camera? Sharp object. Almost. Haven't done it yet. Oh my god. The edges are always the worst. Not usually one to carve off of an edge. I usually put a border on my prints, but I wanted this one specifically to not be bordered. I'm reminding myself why I like to put borders on my prints. My blocks. It's horrifying. I hate it. God. Rough. Yeah, this is probably not the most glamorous shot during carving. It is the one that is probably the safest. Probably the most controlled. Without me sticking my entire head down in this. Okay. Now I just got this little itty bitty piece in the corner. I'm sure it won't give me any problems. No problems at all. Not a single one. Don't give me problems, please. Ah, you gave me problems. Okay. Birds! Hooray! Birds are here to motivate me. Okay. Alright. So, now the bottom corner is done. It's time to do the top corner. Top right, not bottom right. It's not just the bottom that's done, it's just the bottom right. There we go. Owie. I'm fine, I'm just saying ow for the sake of the print. I don't know. I can basically carve abandon. I just need all of this out. The deeper the carves go, the less likely they will show up when I'm putting ink on. So some of these lines might show up, some of them might not. When I actually carve. Or when I actually print. I'm not always a fan of dirty lines that show up in my prints. What I carve out, I want it to be carved out, and what I draw, I want it to be there. But sometimes the relief is inevitable. It is part of the process. And to be fair, if I see it on somebody else's print, I think it looks great. I think it looks really cool. And I think there's an art to carving in a certain direction that magnifies the potential for those really expressive relief lines to be picked up. Not one of those times. This big area to the left of Mr. Velociraptor here is to remain clean. I would say. To remain clean. Not want it to look not clean. Behind the head, I could be okay with that. Whew. We are almost done. I drew this little guy last night, and now he's almost finished. Actually, hang on. Yeah, this guy might be. Let's give this guy a try. Birds. Oh, that's. Yeah. Must be on my Final Fantasy VII lo-fi beats because this is all FF7 noises. This is the reactor core, the first game. Matt, are you proud of me that I know it? Are you proud of me that I know the song? Hello, Dev. Hello. Check out what we're doing today. It was a test to see if I could make this happen, and we are making it happen right now. Just to give you a second here since you just showed up. This is what we're carving. And we are almost done. So as you can see, all of this is now carved. This area here is carved. So we're just going for the big empty areas. If you know this dinosaur, you're now my best friend. Because this is a dinosaur. It's a dino-lino cut. So the eagle cam, if you hit exclamation point nest, if you do a nest command, it'll pull up the information. This is a nest in California that is my obsession over the winter and into the spring, because their nest currently has 3 eggs, and this is probably my 3rd year watching them. So it's like literally a live cam. You can literally go on YouTube and watch it if you want to yourself. And so the nest has had a rough couple of years, but I thought this is what brings me joy, so I'm going to show it to the live stream as well. And then I don't know why I felt like doing a dinosaur. I kind of want to do more paleo art over the course of the year. I have all sorts of art I want to do, but paleo. Oh yeah, this is the one I should have been using. I shouldn't have been using that other head. This was the one. Oh, we're scooping now. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out that bald eagle nest. It is very cool. It is live, and it is probably one of the better live cams that you can watch of an animal's nest. I am a big fan. Currently both are on the nest. The one in the middle who's on the eggs is Jackie, and the one who's on the branch is her mate, Shadow. And they have 3 eggs, so we're very excited. And it's easiest to show it when I'm doing like little art streams. So. But I do also, you know, I stream my games. I got so many to play, you know. I've got so many to play. I just picked up the Final Fantasy VII Remake. That also comes with the DLC. It was half off, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. That's a pretty good price. So don't mind me. I know this isn't the most glamorous shot because I'm holding it down, but it's also to protect me from potentially cutting myself or going off the edge of the block. Yeah, I started carving it at the beginning of stream. Then my stream kind of broke down. It's fine. And then, I've just been carving ever since. We just got this second cam up. It was the test to see if we could get the second cam up, and we did! Oh, joyous day. Oh, rapture. I forget to... Oh, I did. It'll be okay. Forgot to outline the snoot. Thank you! I'm a big fan of doing Linoblock. My favorite kind of printmaking is relief printmaking. I typically don't do multiple colors though. There are people who are very talented and they'll do multiple colors, which usually indicates multiple blocks. Some people color their blocks after, but the people who the color is different blocks, they are on like another level. I've like tried doing that and man, it is tedious work, not for me. But the people who can pull it off are like magical, in my opinion. I'm a bigger fan of the stark black and white negative space contrast. That is my thing. We're actually just talking about lino carving at work today. This is that's pretty cool. What kind of work do you do that you were talking about? Lino cut. Look at all this. Look at this pile. This is the pile of carving that has come off of this. The shave. You okay, Mr. Man? Oh wait, you do photography. Of course you were going to talk about printmaking. Printmaking and photography kind of go hand in hand. Just for different reasons. Different kind of printmaking. Whee! There we go. I think that's more in focus. I was a little bit too far forward. Yeah. I wonder if people find this as calming as like a soap carving video, you know? They're just gonna watch me carve this out like they would watch somebody carve out soap. That used to be a thing, right? Is that still a thing? Is soap carving videos a thing still? I remember them being a thing a couple years back. And I mean, it was essentially a very similar thing, right? It was just people carving into something. Carvings. You know, either making a picture or just being satisfying to watch it go through soap. 3 out of 4 down. Woo! Okay. Coworker sews and creates cosplay. Wanted a stamp. Yeah. That is a good thing to do. Making's good for stamps. That's honestly, like, usually that's how people first get into printmaking or just carving in general. It's not usually a Linoblock. It's usually like a rubber stamp or just like making a stamp. And like that's their introduction into it. If I was to introduce somebody to it, that's what I would introduce them with. I would introduce them with stamp making. Like you wouldn't just be doing like prints, you'd be doing a stamp. Something that you can use to put your name on something. I think I once had like a clay stamp that I made. Had a little like lizard on it and my like initials, I think. Because at the time as a kid I had a lizard, so like that was like one of the things that I always enjoyed was my lizard. His name was Lucky. And no. Got him at a fair. Really not the best way to give kids lizards, honestly. A typewriter. Ooh. That's sick. Very fun. Are you writing out notes on it? What are you writing on it? Manuscripts? Oh, we're getting so close to the end. Oh, my shoulder's gonna be mad at me tomorrow. Get out. Get out. Me arguing. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Typed a few notes to my wife, but it's mostly been letters to family. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. The biggest draw about a typewriter is it really makes you have to like slow down. When I was a kid, I used a typewriter in my grandmother worked for the church and she was at the like monastery or whatever. Not monastery, that's not the right word. But it was like the nun house, right? And she worked for like the stationaries and like so she would actually be downstairs and when she was down there she was typing on a typewriter. That was how she wrote up all of the stuff for like mass and everything, which to me was insane. I was like, wow, like you're using a typewriter. And I was exposed to a typewriter then, because even as a kid, like typewriters were not common. But they would let me use one of the typewriters to just type out various words. I didn't use it very much because there was also like a giant chalkboard down there. So I spent most of the time down there just drawing on the chalkboard. And like I would go over there after school and I would just be there. And I would just be in the basement with my grandma until it was time for her to go home. And then I would go home with her. I had a good time. Could pop popcorn in the microwave. Popcorn. I'd go up and talk to the secretary front. They had this like stone cat that I thought was like so realistic. I thought it was like a real cat. And it had like this big glass eyes that I just thought were so realistic. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Almost. Our Velociraptor is almost complete. And then it will be time to print. Oh, look how cool that looks. Ugh. Looks so cool. I gotta run, but have fun. Don't kill your shoulder. I'm almost done. You have fun. Go make your alfajores. I hope they taste good. Smooches, thanks for hanging, and thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Bye, Mebby. Okay. Almost done. And as soon as I am, it's gonna be me leaving to go get some food. Supposed to have a D&D session tonight, but I don't have it. So now it's just gonna be food. Okay. So close. There. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's probably gonna be some stuff that I'll like carve out in more detail, but that's it. Whew. And we did it before the camera died. Look at that. I wonder if I can get it bigger. Hang on. There we go. So you can see it there. It's covering everything, so if anybody says anything, it's not going to show up on the screen, but there it is. See all the carved parts now. So we went from just a normal ass thing to carved boy. One carved boy. So I'll be sure to post the prints online whenever I finish them, or whenever I do them. Probably this week sometime. I've got some other stuff to do this week. But there it is. And printing him off should be pretty fun. So, but yeah, there we go. All done. Thumbnail. Hee hee. So, that's it. Go back to this. Ah! That's not what I wanted to move. This is what I wanted to move. Oh. That's that. Oh, thanks for sticking around this long, guys. Appreciate it. I'm glad that this little experiment worked. There it is. It's so little. Hehehe. It'll be facing the other direction too, because obviously when you print it, it's printed backwards, but it should be all done now. I'll probably sit here and I'll clean it up a little bit more, but other than that, good to go. Thanks guys for bearing with. Thanks for the resubs. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll be better about streaming. Just gotta get it worked into my schedule a little bit better and schedule some stuff off. So I'll see if I can do this again in the future too. Probably with something a little bigger, but doing these little guys was a lot of fun because I can finish it in a day, so it's really nice. Or just even in a sit down session, which is something I really enjoy, being able to finish something in one go. So, but other than that, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, and I'll see you the next time I stream. Bye!